This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900.
Welcome to News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. So glad you could join us.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It is Monday, February 21st.
Well, 2 patients were medically transported following a crash on U.S. Highway 95 today. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, Beatty Ambulance, and Mercy Air were dispatched to the scene located at mile marker 90. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, the person who was responsible for this crash left the scene. They were driving what is described as a silver Dodge pickup truck with California plates. The Dodge pickup truck was reportedly passing 4 vehicles traveling northbound when the oncoming car traveling in the southbound lane was quickly approaching. That car is described as a gray Toyota sports car that you see right there in that photo. The driver of that Toyota, in an effort to avoid the collision, went off the roadway, overcorrected, causing the vehicle to overturn. If you have any information about this crash, you can call the Nye County Sheriff's Office, 775-751-7000.
And 9 people were medically transported today following a multi-vehicle crash that happened on U.S. Highway 95 in Boulder City. Nevada Highway Patrol says a total of 11 vehicles were involved near a mile marker 50. Nevada Highway Patrol says the cause is possibly due to brownout conditions. Police and firefighters from Boulder City responded to the scene as well. Southbound traffic was closed during the investigation and cleanup. Traffic was diverted through Kingman, Arizona and Van Nipton Road.
And Death Valley National Park welcomed 1,146,551 visitors in 2021. This is about 2/3 of the park's highest visitation level set in 2019. Winter and spring visitation was close to pre-pandemic levels. January through April of 2021 had visitation at 86% of record levels. Most of the drop in the visitation was in the summer. Visitation from May through September of 2021 was only at 38% of 2019 visitation levels. In a typical year, most of the park's summer visitors are international travelers. People reacted in the park at high levels again in the fall, and that was at 88% of the record visitation. This year saw the park's busiest November ever with 133,130 visitors.
Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak will deliver his planned State of the State address at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on Wednesday at noon.
And a report of a possible drunk driver leads to the arrest of a woman who was found to be behind the wheel of a stolen vehicle. Here's Brad Francis with those details.
Cynthia Perez Hernandez is under arrest and facing a felony count of possessing, receiving, or transferring a stolen vehicle. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a report of a possible drunk driver in Beatty. A witness description of the vehicle helped deputies locate the white Chevy Cruze. The driver, later identified as Hernandez, initially tried to drive away from deputies, but when they yelled at her to stop, she did. When deputies made contact with Hernandez, she provided paperwork showing the vehicle to be registered to someone else. When officers questioned her about the car she was driving and how she came to be in Beatty, she said a friend gave her the vehicle to drive to get away from being attacked in Las Vegas, but downplayed that incident and said it was okay. During further questioning, officers say there were a number of inconsistencies in her account of how she gained possession of the vehicle and where she was going. A records check indicated the car was reported and confirmed stolen. During a search incident to arrest, officers located several other items that had been reported taken from the location where the vehicle was stolen. Hernandez was placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Detention Center, where she was booked for possession of a stolen vehicle.
We'll have more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. A lieutenant with the Nye County Sheriff's Office says he wants the top spot. Eric Murphy announces he's running for Nye County Sheriff. At a recent campaign kickoff event, Murphy tells News 25 he believes the Sheriff's Office needs a change.
I'm running for sheriff because I care about our community, and I feel that I have a lot of experience with the community. I've been here since I was 4. And I think it's time to move us in the direction of future. We're growing so big, and I think it's important to have a change and put some new new blood in there, and I feel like I'm that person. One big thing I'd like to do is a reorganization, put people where we need them most. That's people on the streets, that's the traffic division, put more people out there to where we're more of a proactive law enforcement agency instead of reacting to calls. Visibility is one of my most important things. One of the biggest things I've always enjoyed about our agency, especially under this administration, is the community policing. Community policing is huge to me. And I think it's big for guys to go out and talk to the community, shake hands with the community, go out to meetings with the community, and just show that we're one with the community. And that's one big thing I want to instill when I become sheriff. I cherish our constitutional rights, and I think it's time that we push forward as a community. I mean, we're growing, traffic's bad, calls are growing, staffing is low, and that's one of the big things I want to concentrate on. Is we're not having a real big problem finding people to work, it's keeping the people, and that's one of the things I want to concentrate on is, making it a good environment, making everybody accountable to where people will come here, work here, and stay here. One of the big things I'm running my campaign on is that everybody will be treated the same. And I think that's a huge thing, is if one officer is doing something and is held accountable and the other is not, that's not the way that we can operate. We have to we have to be ethical, and we have to treat everybody the same, just like we do in public, and we have to do that with our officers. One big thing I hold near and dear to my heart is just serving people. I've been in emergency services for almost 30 years. I spent 10 years as a fireman here in Pahrump. I've been with the county sheriff's office for 19 years. I'm currently a lieutenant with them. And my family's here. I've raised my kids here. My kids are raising their kids here. And I'm just really into Nye County. I love the community. I love the county. And that's why I want to run for sheriff.
And you can learn more about Murphy's campaign online at ericmurphyforsheriff.com. You can also find him on Facebook.
Well, once a month, the Henderson Fire Department opens its doors to the public. The goal is simple: to engage the community. This past weekend, the city opened its doors to an older fire station that's recently been remodeled. Tom Viet is the Henderson Fire Department's Community Engagement Coordinator.
Today we're at Fire Station 83. This has been one of our original fire stations. In fact, I was assigned to this station nearly 30 years ago as a firefighter. And it's just been a central fire station for us. It's been around certainly for 30 years. It has just recently been remodeled. And so we found that the call volume had gone up, everything's busier within our community. We had to put another ambulance here, so we have 2 ambulances, we call them rescues. There's 2 rescues assigned here and a fire truck. To fit all those people in this equipment, we had to do a build out on the fire station. So this is a fire station open house, and once a month we open up one of the fire stations in all the different locations that we have them. We do so that the community can get a chance to come in, meet their local firefighters, get a chance to see where we work and what we do. They get a chance to go on the ambulance or the engine, take a look at what all of our equipment. A big part of it is actually giving kids a chance that they can meet firefighters, see what we do, and start to feel comfortable for us. A lot of times these kids are only going to see us when we show up to a call. They're already scared. Hopefully they're not inside if there's a fire, but it happens sometimes. So we want them to see what we look like and know that we're the good guys. They can grab onto us. We'll get them out of a fire. They can trust us that they see us in the community. And it's just an opportunity that we can interact both with kids and with families. Our fire department and police department, all of our emergency services, it is one of the best, not just in Nevada, but in the United States. We're nationally recognized as triple accredited. Routinely, we perform at the top of fire departments with regards to medicine and fire response. And we do it in a community that remains fiscally responsible. What we say is it's not just a great place to live, it's a great place to work. Now here in Henderson, we've done a great job. We've actually hired somebody that come alongside our folks and to actually make sure that that our firefighters are focusing on health, both physically and mentally. We make services and classes available to keep them at their top performance, because this job is hard and it gets harder as we go because of what we see and what we experience.
And a famous former Nevada brothel is up for sale. You can buy the Love Ranch in Crystal, Nevada for a cool $1.2 million. And that gets you much more than just the brothel itself, with several properties. Chris Reynolds tells us more.
What can you get for $1.2 million? How about a former brothel in Amargosa Valley? The Love Ranch is no longer, but the building and all its amenities could be yours. The furnished commercial property, constructed in 1981, is over 10,000 square feet and sits on 75 acres of land. With 15 one-bedroom suites, 2 new kitchens, a new bar, a break room, outbuildings, auto bay, and plenty of storage space, the property could be redeveloped into a spa, RV park, or hemp farm. It even comes with gym equipment, construction equipment, a limousine, 2 manufactured homes, and another 21 developed lots ready to build. Anyone who's interested should contact Bob Fredland at Caldwell Banker Select Real Estate, 775-720-8501.
Well, as Black History Month winds down, we have a powerful story about a school founder who grew up in the same rough area where her school now sits. After college, she came back to her community, determined to raise the education bar much higher than it was when she went to school in that same neighborhood. Here's Kim Martinez.
Who are we? Memphis Merit Academy!
This proactive way of starting the day is a chance for students to express what might be holding them back from doing their best in school. It's all a part of the overall plan at Memphis Merit Academy.
Say, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's out of my way.
It's out of my way.
Lakina Booker is the founder of this inspirational charter school, which is the result of her own realization that although she thought she'd done well in school, the education she received in this same neighborhood was not what kids living in higher income neighborhoods were getting. That all became painfully clear when she got to college and struggled to keep up.
It's so unfair that the amount of money that you have could determine, your trajectory, or it determines whether or not you get a good education or not.
Lakina Booker's mission started actually as a child, growing up in this community, in this house. And the school she built is about a mile from where she grew up.
But I'd rather have a pair of glasses. I did not want any child that looked like me, that came from my community, to experience the defeat or the disappointment that I experienced while sitting in college.
I am a scholar.
I am a doer.
I am a doer.
In this community, statistics show that only 1 in 10 students that graduates high school can read at grade level, and less than 1% are meeting grade level math expectations. As a result, Memphis Merit has an intentional focus for the students that they're well aware of each day.
She helps us score our bangs so we could go to college.
We have 3 prongs that are in our mission: rigorous academics, high quality instruction, and character development.
Opening the school was no easy task. Booker says she recruited her first students by literally going door to door, passing out flyers at Walmarts, and stopping families in libraries. But the result has been amazing. Now the school has a waiting list each year.
When mothers go to sleep at night, they know that they're sending their child to a place where they can be nurtured, a place where a child can tell an adult their dreams and actually be prepared for them.
Kim Martinez reporting.
Thanks so much, Kim. Well, that pear-shaped figure is so popular, right?
That's right.
That shape. What about apple shapes? I'm not so sure.
I don't know.
We're going to find out more after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Did you know having an apple shape where fat sits around your middle is risky for your heart? Well, in fact, recent research shows too much belly fat could increase your risk of suffering more than one major cardiovascular problem. Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Dennis Broomer says exercise is the best way to whittle your middle.
Be active, be outside, try to do 30 minutes of aerobic exercise. And aerobic means it's not just walking the dog, it's actually having to sweat.
As your waist size rises, so do your risks for heart disease, hypertension, and type 2 diabetes. Waist measurements over 40 inches for men and over 35 inches in women are most concerning. Dr. Brumer recommends 30 minutes of moderate or high-intensity exercise at least 5 days each week to lose weight. Power walking, swimming, cycling, or aerobics are all good choices. He adds that a healthy diet plays a role as well.
We encourage a Mediterranean diet, fruits, vegetables, grains, lean meats. So I think that's sort of try to engage in a healthy lifestyle and follow with your physicians and be active. I think that's probably the best advice we can give.
Dr. Brumer also recommends skipping processed and fast foods and reducing alcohol intake for a healthy weight and heart.
Well, we're close. That was Dr. Brumer on our last story. Right now, we're going to see Boomer. Darby O'Donnell Westerman is hanging out in the cat room at Desert Haven to introduce us to Boomer.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Boomer. Boomer is this very, very, very friendly and cute and also very chunky domestic short hair, 5 years old. He is so cute. He is primarily all white, but he has these cute little dots on his paws and this cute little black mark on the top right below his ears. Gorgeous green eyes. Boomer is actually very interesting because he doesn't have a tail. It just right off, just a little butt, nothing else. He's so cute though, very, very friendly. They made a little hammock for him and he loves it. Boomer does need to go on a little bit of a diet as well. But if you're wanting a kitty who's just very affectionate, so friendly, and kind of just like needs you and wants to be in your company, then I definitely think Boomer is the friend for you. If you want to come and see Boomer or any of his friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, please give them a call at 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society. And this is Milo. We have to hold him because he is a distraction for all the other cats. But he's already adopted, unfortunately. But Boomer's not, so come and see Boomer.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
You know, we've got a lot of that dust in the air from that wind happening all over town. So if you're sensitive.
Yeah, nose allergies kicking up. Yep. We'll have more weather with John in just a moment.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. Happy President's Day. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Why am I not wearing my flag tie today? I kind of forgot, but I'm not forgetting the weather. Look, I can remember all of it. 40 degrees in Furley, Fallon, Carson City. Tonopah, you only got 39. You're a cool spot in the state today. Goldfield feeling frisky at 45. Beatty at 59. Amargosa and Las Vegas up in the mid-60s. And out to Death Valley, just a scant 77, but that's not too bad desert temperature here in the Paradise of Pahrump. Currently, we are experiencing 60 wonderful degrees. It got as much as 63 degrees a little bit earlier as the winds came at us out of the southwest, 13 miles per hour. Sun rose this morning in all its glory and promise for the hope of a new day at 6:24. It's extinguishing all hope in just a few minutes. 5:31 p.m. We'll look for the sunset tonight. It's going to be gorgeous. Low tonight 37, southeasterly winds to 11 miles per hour. Look at that humidity, 34%. Could that smell like clouds, perhaps? Yes. Look, as we go to the week, we get a big cloudy day Tuesday and Wednesday. And look at those winds. My gosh, Tuesday average winds to 23 miles per hour. That means we're going to get some big gusts. It doesn't look like it's going to get much better on Wednesday, but all those clouds blow out. We get 3 days of sunshine, temperatures ranging from 50 all the way up to 60 degrees. We like that trend. Sunday, get a little more cloud covered, a little bit more warmth on Monday. It looks like we're heading into the 70s probably next week, but yeah, we're looking forward to that and not looking forward to those winds. Make some plans to tie down anything that might need that, all right? Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
We've got a lot of things happening in Stacy's life. What's going on?
Oh, so you want me to tell everybody? Well, first of all, today is David's birthday.
Happy birthday, David. Who's David?
David would be my fiance, but we are getting married tomorrow on 2/22/22.
At 2:22
in the afternoon.
There you go. You have a wonderful wedding day.
I will.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
Happy birthday, David. Happy wedding day to both of you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. We'll be back tomorrow night. Stacy won't be. She's going to be.
I'm going to be out.
In wedding bliss. We'll see her back here soon. Have a nice night. I'm Deanna.
I'm Stacy.
Good night.
Good night.